Good evening, everyone. Coming to you from a living room not so far away. This is Nathan,
And Caitlin.
and it is May 4th. I hope that the Force was with you today. You chose the light side, and if you didn't, I hope you were a real Sith head. that was bad. Shit. But yeah, I want to start off. Caitlin isn't really as big of a Star Wars fan as I am,
No.
so I wanted to start off this episode with a Star Wars memory from me, and then we'll just kind of get into it. We went to it's also Cinco de Mayo tomorrow. We went to Taco Rita's here at the Berglund Center in Roanoke. We'll probably talk about that and get into whatever. Today is kind of just a have fun podcast because we had such a good time at Taco Rita's. I really want to talk about it. Yeah. What about you?
I did too. I mean, the only downside was getting burnt. That was not in my bingo cards for today, but
Are you talking about when your dad burned us and called us nerds in the video, or the sunburn that we both have? Because both of those things happen.
I would say the sunburn that we both have. Freya, why are you quit you?
Your dad's not hearing this, but that means that your burns don't hurt us, sir.
Yes. But I would definitely say that was not in my bingo cards, and now I'm gonna have to, be extra diligent and careful because my sunburns hurt, like, especially, like, on my chest. Like, I'm not gonna be able to wear anything like a T-shirt until, like, this stops. So that's gonna be fun, but, I had a really good time. The Strawberry Festival, we went to that on Saturday. That was a lot of fun, and
Yeah.
it was just really what how they set it up this year was just not.
I liked a lot of the vendors. I actually posted about it on TikTok. I met the one girl who was a philosophy faculty member and at
Yeah.
a college or university. There was a lot going on when I was trying to talk to her. She was trying to sell her wares. Wares, like I'm that fancy. She was selling notebooks. I bought two. One that says "fuck mom." There's your fuck for the episode. She didn't like it that I cussed in the last one, so I wanted to go ahead and do it again. And then the other one said "liberation for all." So
Yes.
pretty cool. Didn't even tell her the name of the podcast, so she's not going to hear this. But yeah,
You
it's
never know.
what is it called? I think it's Scallywag Letterpress is the
I
name of the company.
I
If
think
I
that's what you
don't forget,
said.
I'll put she gave me a sticker with the company logo on it. Might actually be reaching out to her to try to get some merch made for my side of things with either for the podcast in general. I like writing stuff down, so having her help me come up with a line of notebooks would be really cool. And by helping me, I mean doing the work while I just come up with ideas for covers. Because I'm lazy. I'll probably have her show me how to do it, right? Like, I think that would be the way to go about it.
What, show her how to do
Have her show
leather,
me how to make.
like leather press?
I mean, it's not leather press. They're like recycled paper. They're actually really neat. I didn't show you all of them. I just got the two
Well,
because I didn't want to spend $25 right there.
I couldn't even get over there. Like, and that's the thing. Like, I loved all the vendors this year,
They were great.
but it needed to be set up different. Now, will I say that this year was better than years past? Yes. But the way that they have redone, like, Elmwood Park, it's just not set up for vendors, truly. I mean, because everything was just a cluster mess up at the very top. And it was fun to look at everything, but, like, you know, everyone was everywhere. I almost ran over a child by accident.
That was literally all I did there was almost run over children.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Like, and it started from the time that we got there, literally in the parking garage, from the time we left, because there was that couple that had that little tripod freaking stroller thing. I guess I got in their way. I am so sorry. They almost ran me over.
The rest of it, though, I think was kind of our fault. But like, there were so many people, it was hard to see the kids. Because like, I know for
Yeah.
me, I have bad spatial awareness. So like, I'm walking, I look down, and there's like a 2 foot tall infant, and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, I'm about to run this kid over.
Yeah. Well, people wonder why I look at my feet when I walk. First off, because I can't trust myself to not step in a hole and fall and face plant. But two, I've worked with kids for so long and I've worked with young kids for so long. I've just, I think that's just how my neck goes when I'm walking. It just instantly goes down
Yeah.
because I can't, I have to be able to look for the kids because if not, they're going to get run over. And then the parents going to be mad at me because I ran over their kid. You should have grabbed your kid before they ran out into the, side.
Yeah, I don't believe, because we don't have kids, I don't believe in telling people how to parent their kids at all.
I would never.
But like, this is like something that I will say, like, watch your kids in public. My dad was always vigilant, and I would still break off. I ran over a guy. My dad used to work as an EMT, and he had got this guy out of a wreck. Dude had a broken leg. My dad took his eyes off me for 5 seconds, and I freaking tackled dude trying to get to the play area at Chick-fil-A. It was awful. Like, I didn't intentionally tackle him, but like I took off, and dad like turned his head, and he was watching me. And I'm not saying people aren't watching their kids, but just like, be more vigilant, because I knocked that dude down, and he didn't say anything. He wasn't mad. Like,
So you knocked over a
Dad
man
was
with a
mad.
broken leg?
Yes. I was like, I probably wasn't even 10 years old. I was probably like 6, 7. Because
And he's like, oh shit, here comes this toddler that looks like a damn linebacker. Gonna come plow me down.
At the age of 7, I looked 15. So like,
It's probably like, why is this 15-year-old going into the play place?
yeah, I mean, and dad was being vigilant. So like, it's not really calling anybody out. I guess just like, be more vigilant in public with your kids, because people like me with no spatial awareness accidentally walks over top of them.
Yeah, well, I mean, and kids dart. Kids do
They
dart.
do.
And like, I understand that 100%. But like, I will say, I think the main reason why that one kid darted is because we were right there at like the play rocks and the playground. They're not interested in any of the vendors. They're not interested in waiting. They want to go and play.
Especially right there. All the vendors were great. I'm not complaining about the vendors at all. The layout was a little weird. That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
But none of the stuff that was right there, except for what was it, one vendor that had like the 3D printed toys. Everything else was geared towards adult cooking stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's how they usually are. They're not geared toward kids. And so I think really what they were thinking is to condense it down into a smaller space, because they used to not have as many vendors. It used to, from last year,
Yeah, it was like 10
it was
vendors.
literally just that roundabout and that was it. That was everything. And then this year they had more. I think they were anticipating last year for this year. Does that make sense?
Yeah, well, I mean, there were a ton of people there, so maybe it was like they didn't think it was going to be as bad.
Or they didn't think it was going to be as many people signing
Well,
up to be vendors.
True. Well, I mean,
Is what is.
they can put a limit on it though. That's what they do
Well, yeah.
at Big Lit Comic Con. They handle
Yeah.
that way. Like, we talked to those people. They barely got in there, and they
Well,
put in
right.
like 2 months early.
Right. Well, I mean, and it's just, I would lay it out differently if it were me. But again, it's not, I don't do it, but I would have things, I think, more spread out. Like, I would have things up, that street. What's his sneeze?
She's about to sneeze. She's going to miss the dismount. No sneeze!
That is the worst, and I've been having that with my allergies here lately. Like, I will sneeze like 4 times in a row, and then that one time where I really, 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 really want to sneeze because I can feel it, and it builds up in my nose and it kind of hurts. That's when I can't sneeze, and it really pisses me off.
Yeah. Okay, so we got off track. We'll continue to. We can talk more about the Strawberry Festival after, but the people who are listening for the Star Wars part of it, we'll go ahead and get that out of the way.
Only thing I know is that Luke and Leia are brother and sister. They kissed, and I know that their father is Darth Vader.
Spoiler alert.
And he used to be Anakin Skywalker, and Luke and Leia's mom is Padme.
Yeah.
And technically, she's, because she was like a teenager when he was like 4.
he was of age by the time anything
It,
happened between them.
it doesn't
She
matter.
didn't even
That's
groom him. They didn't see each other for like, I think it was like 10, 20 years.
I
It
don't
wasn't 20,
know.
but like
But
he went from like
still,
10 to at least 20. So it was at least 10 years.
I guess.
Because, yeah, no, it can't be because she wasn't like flirting with him when he was a kid. He was flirting with her, but like,
Well, of course, he was a little kid.
yeah. But my memory, when I was 4, I got my tonsils removed. It was actually 2 technically. But when I was 4, I got my
Wait,
tonsils
wait,
removed.
wait, 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 wait. How do you go from when I was 4, I got my tonsils removed, but technically I was 2?
No, I said that technically there are 2 memories because there's 2 things that really stand out from my childhood about
Oh,
Star Wars.
okay. I misunderstood.
Yeah. Um, so it is, I got my tonsils removed and Dad got me a blow-up chair that was shaped like Darth Maul from The Phantom Menace. You don't know it. Episode 1, the guy that looked like the
I
devil.
right, I'm trying hold on, I'm trying to figure out what that looks like. So I'm gonna look that up on
Oh,
Google. Continue your story.
so Dad got me that, and I loved that chair. And I thought because it was Star Wars, he was Luke Skywalker's like new nemesis. I didn't know anything about.
I agree. I thought Luke Skywalker and Darth Maul, like, fought against each other. I thought he was, like, I thought Luke Skywalker was, like, the overall good guy, and, like, Darth Maul was, like, another Darth Vader, you know what I'm saying? Like, when they have, like, different foes that and I know they're different people, but, like, I guess Luke Skywalker doesn't fight against Darth Vader. I'm assuming Darth Maul and well, I guess Anakin, they fight. Am I correct about that?
No, Darth
Damn.
Maul. Well, I don't think so, because Darth Maul has like an outer lying story that goes into the books and stuff that I don't even really know the full extent of. But he
I found it. Is it like him, like, pretty much
basically,
sitting kinda like this?
yeah.
Y'all need to look that up because this is crazy.
Share it to the Facebook page. We're gonna share the picture of the chair to the Facebook page, so y'all can see it. I mean, a lot of the Star Wars nerds probably saw it when they were younger. But so anyway, he got me that, and I couldn't speak after my tonsillectomy. I don't know if it was just like the pain or if I was just being a giant child. I was a giant child. But I remember like looking at Nana and being like, "That's Luke Skywalker's enemy," but I had to do it in like hand signals because like no one, like, I couldn't talk. So it was a really funny memory, really silly thing that I did when I was a kid. And then one of my next good memories, Mom bought a Star Wars collection and we watched, I think it was R2D2 and C3PO narrate from episode 1 all the way through episode 6.
Wait, what?
It was R2D2 and C3PO,
Uh-huh.
and they narrated episodes 1 through 6. I wish I knew where that was. And it wasn't like the whole thing. They cut it into like a 2-hour digestible story. It might not have even been that long. It could have been an hour, but it just kind of skipped through the whole story with those two narrators. I mean, obviously R2D2 can't talk, but C3PO was like, and then I can't talk like him, but yeah.
Interesting. So kinda like, the Lion King what is it, 1.5?
Yeah.
The Timon and Pumbaa one? I swear there are a lot of, like, TV shows from my childhood that I thought were fever dreams, and that's one of them. That'll be an episode of the podcast because there's a lot. I thought I'd lived, like, 95% of my childhood was a fever dream. But that's actually kinda cool.
Yeah, it was neat. I loved it. It was probably one of my favorite pieces of Star Wars memorabilia, because I don't even know if that's much more than that, because you don't see that anymore. Like, I don't even know if we still have it. But yeah, so that was really cool. That was my Star Wars memory. I was trying to think of something else to talk Star Wars, but that was the only thing because Caitlin doesn't know enough about it.
I mean, I tried to watch it, when Tip came up, for our I think it was, like, the first weekend that she came out here, I think.
It was right after I had my vasectomy.
Yeah, because you made us the The Star Wars pizza with the
Yes, I
black
did.
ranch.
There is
Oh
a
God.
theme. Well, not a theme. There is a recurrence of me trying to do themed things for Caitlin so that she will get into whatever it is that we're doing,
And
and
I
then
did
she
not.
just blows it off.
No, I didn't blow it off. Okay, I'm sorry. But you gave me black ranch.
No, the ranch was green.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was food coloring.
I know it was food coloring, but it weirded me out.
It was the only thing on the plate that was dyed. Everything else was left the same.
Was it? Pretty sure you dyed the chicken, you dyed the cheese,
No, I
you
just
dyed the
the
milk.
chicken. I did dye the milk. I made the blue milk. I made mine out of almond milk because I prefer almond milk.
I don't think tit drinkers.
I mean, probably not. They just don't appreciate me, y'all. I need to find somebody who appreciates me. If you're looking for a friend who can be, the guy that makes the weird food, I'm your friend. Bucky and Corey appreciate me, but they live too far away.
I mean, if you want to have good food made, that's weird. Then call me over. I'll make the food. Nathan will just give me the idea for the food. Sorry.
She also complains when I cook. She says I don't cook well. At
That
least
was
I
my
cook.
that was my crisp set. Diet Coke. I'm now a Diet Coke girly, guys. Just
Oh
putting
my
that
God,
out
Diet
there.
Coke.
What?
Oh,
What?
she's been on this Diet Coke thing.
I have been on a Diet Coke kick. It's better than the zero sugar Coke, and it's still zero calories. It's better. So, yeah. I never thought I'd be a Diet Coke girly because I was like, I'm never going to be one of those girls that's like, I need a Diet Coke. But no, I need a Diet Coke. I need it nice and crisp. A crisp Diet Coke.
You're
Please.
weird.
Yes, I'm well aware of that. And everyone who is my friend and the people that listen to this podcast know I'm weird. It's not a unknown fact. You say it like, oh my gosh, you're so weird. Yes, I'm well aware
I
of
didn't
that.
say anything like that. I don't have a Valley Girl accent. If anything, I said it like it's right here. So, anyway,
That's what you did. Laugh, laughs and hick. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good.
are you still now, Mr. Krabs?
Oh. Ladle.
Okay,
Ow.
okay. So
Ladle.
let's talk
Ladle.
about this piece. The people are going to stop listening at this point. So
Laughs and hick.
today at Taco Rita's, we already posted what our favorite things were. Well, I posted. Caitlin doesn't do the social media. I do the social media. I'm all of the social media team.
He is. I'm not even gonna try.
That's why the
He
posts
is.
suck.
Sorry, babe. I was just letting you do you.
But since I went and told my Star Wars story, who was your favorite truck? What was your favorite?
We're gonna have a freaking mouthful of drink. So
Yeah.
my favorite. My favorite truck was Empanada Nirvana. I had that empanada and that shit was fucking fire.
Ooh,
Shit was so good. Oh my God. Like, I want empanadas forever now. That shit was fucking delicious.
Oh.
It was so fucking good. And then I also enjoyed the margaritas. I had a strawberry margarita and I had a blueberry lemonade margarita. And that shit was delicious.
I did not realize that the first one was strawberry. I wasn't sure exactly what I was drinking, but it was good.
What did you think it was?
I honestly did not know.
Did you think I
had no
just
clue what
handed
was
you a
drinking.
random cup of red?
With you, it could be anything from fruit punch to, I didn't expect strawberry, but like fruit punch to, well, fruit punch, really.
That's the only thing that I drink is red is fruit punch and strawberry flavored things.
Well,
Because I'm not a big fan of watermelon. cherry tastes like medicine.
It
So
depends on the
like,
cherry.
huh?
It depends on the cherry.
Yeah. But I mean, to me, most cherry things taste like medicine.
Do not insult my cheer wine.
Cherry wine just tastes like fizzy medicine.
Oh my gosh. So
Oh, excuse me.
actually, I think like the biggest fascination for me, hit the pause button if you're gonna sneeze, or the mute button. If you're not gonna sneeze, you don't have to worry about it. I just don't want to blow anybody's eardrums out their head.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry, guys. Like, I took an allergy pill on Friday, and I was like, I need to take this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday so I can keep from being stuffy and keep from sneezing. I had a freaking sneezing attack when I got into Grandpa's car. I opened that sumbitch up, fucking sneezed 3 times as I'm trying to back out of the damn driveway. I'm sitting here, put in a reverse achoo. Try to go achoo. Try to go again achoo. Like,
Because it's just how I talk now. I'm not conscious of how much we curse. And now that Mom has said something about it, every time I'm like,
I'm not conscious of how we curse.
well, I'm just saying, like, I don't think about it. So, like, now I'm like, maybe we do have a problem, but, like, it's a problem that I like having.
I do it when it's appropriate. Like, I don't sit here and go, around my kids that I used to work with, fucking talking like a damn sailor. I almost did one time. I stubbed my toe really freaking hard. And I was like, son of a. And so that's why if you ever hear me saying, excuse me, son of a biscuit eating hamster, son of a biscuit eating bulldog, pretty sure I got that from like an Orbit commercial, or I got that from Tip. Some fudge, shiitake mushrooms. If you hear any of that random shit come out of my mouth, no. I worked with kids for 10 years. I had to learn how to slyly cuss. I'm pretty sure I did say shit or son of a bitch in front of somebody. Actually, I did say shit because one of my kids told me about how these guys in their school, was purposely shitting themselves.
Ew.
Yeah, like they were literally like coming to school and it would be in the middle of the day and they would purposefully shit themselves and walk around school with shit in their pants.
It's got to be somebody trying a pheromone max or something.
They were like, I have no idea why they're doing it. Cause I literally went, so you mean to tell me these guys are walking around? I said, pardon my French, but they're shitting themselves? She said, yeah, they just shit in the middle of the hallways.
Let's not talk about people crapping themselves, please.
I'm just saying.
It's gross.
I don't even know how I got on that. Oh, cussing around kids. So I had to come up with, sly ways to not cuss.
Yeah. I mean, that's how you come up with it. Like, there have been people that have told me about that too. Like, I think Misty said something about it when we were hanging out with her one time. It was like, son of a biscuit. And I was like, yeah, that's
She
good.
probably got it from me.
No, she was saying how you say it or something like that.
Yeah. Well, oh my gosh, words. My old coworker Patrick, he said that he was going to write into Fox and was going to tell me that I needed to be on Bob's Burgers for some of Gene's like one-liners. He's like, because I could see Gene saying some of that stuff. Again, I asked him every single week and he never, ever, ever, sent it to Fox. So like,
Well, this podcast isn't going to do you any good because you keep cussing so much. I don't think that they can use you.
son of a biscuit eating hamster. I feel like I don't even, did I get that from, I don't know who the heck I got that from.
I don't know. I really don't.
But
I love it. So she had margaritas, and today I tried for the first time. So I think it's Salem Brewing Company. Is that what it's called?
Old Salem Brewing Company.
Old Salem Brewing Company. Oh, they're in downtown Salem. I've seen them before. And I don't know if it was their like normal, like I guess beer that they would sell at the place, but that was like probably the best beer I've ever had. I know I've said it a million times. I'm gonna say it a million more. That shit was delicious.
I mean, I would have liked it more if it didn't have that instant, like, saltiness up front because, like, my mom put salt in her Corona beer, like,
Yeah, a lot of people do. The salt goes good in beer.
yeah, and so, like, that was kind of, like, up up front, kind of, like, I feel like if it was, like, more citrusy up front, I'd be fine with it, but where
Yeah.
it was really salty and beery, I don't like beer. We all know this. I like wine. I like margs. I like fruity drinks. And I'm sorry, but I I I am letting my how old was I? Like 6 or 7 year old self down because shoot, she's probably buying her some fruity little drink because she can't shoot whiskey from before he cheats, and I can't shoot whiskey. So, am I the girl that's buying the fruity little drinks 'cause she can't shoot whiskey?
I mean, I don't. I sip whiskey. I don't shoot it. Like.
Yeah, but I
I feel
don't
like.
like whiskey at
Well,
all.
I love.
I'm the fruity little
So
drinks.
that's
You're the can't
why.
shoot. Oh my God. You're the Carrie Underwood of this relationship. If you really think about it.
I don't shoot whiskey though. The only thing I shoot is tequila. And then my pants fall off.
Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. So,
Well, okay, hold on. We can get to my pants falling off. We probably shouldn't even be talking about restaurants when we're talking about our pants falling off and kids shitting themselves in schools. We probably shouldn't be talking about any of this on the podcast, but we're here. I can't think of another better idea because we wanted to talk about Taco Raiders, and that's how we get here.
I mean, but yeah. Back to, I don't even know how.
Hold on.
Okay.
El Gordo Kitchen food truck was my favorite. Their carne asada tacos kicked ass.
Yeah, that carne asada was really, really good. I really liked that. They really, like, did their shit with that one. But that empanada, like, you and Dad didn't have it. Oh, you can hear my little wristband.
I got a bite
But-
of it. It was pretty good. I mean, I'm not.
But y'all got a taco. And granted, yes, this is Taco Rita, so
Kind
Caitlin, shouldn't you have gotten a taco? I didn't want a taco. I wanted a fucking empanada. She was so fucking good. Chicken, cheese, and empanada nirvana. If you hear this, you can bring some chicken, cheese. Listen to wedding. Hell, I'll take them to. Shit was delicious. And it was super duper crunchy and just.
And the music there was killer too. I know we were still talking about the empanadas, but I almost forgot.
So I liked the music. I agree. But I will say, like, at festivals like that, like, this is going to be an unpopular opinion. I know it is.
Oh god.
Hush. It needed to be turned down just a little bit because, like, when I was trying to talk to the vendors, I couldn't hear them.
I know exactly what you're talking about. It wasn't the music. It was their generator blaring right beside their freaking truck.
Well, yeah, but still, like, all I heard was the music, like, was the stuff behind them, the music and stuff.
No.
That's all I heard.
See, at that point, I could hear everything at every other truck without problem. It was that truck with the generator.
It was the Empanadas Nirvana.
Yeah, their generator was just too loud. So that's why they were having.
Well, they
Mm.
also had their own music going on, too.
Did they?
Yeah, like, they had a sound bar out there. And I mean, again, nothing wrong with that. Like, if you didn't like the music that was going on, that's fine, whatever. But
I mean, it's kind of rude though, right? But
no.
I think it is. The freaking Chupacabras rocked it, and the
They
next
could've-
band, the Queens.
Well, they could have turned it off when the bands
Take-
came on, but when it was like,
whatever.
but when it was just like, you know, like them just like playing like K92 music or whatever, like that could have been.
I mean, that's fine, but
Side note about K92, guys,
and who do we have to thank for
we
that
have Nathan to
great-
thank for this, and I will say that wholeheartedly. But guys, so if you are from Roanoke and you listen to K92, you know who Monica, Antoine, and Chris are. You do. And if you're like me, who's listened from when I was super duper young, it was Danny and Zach, Danny, Zach, and Monica, Monica, Antoine, or
Was Monica and
Danny, Monica, and Antoine. And now it's Monica. It was then Monica and Antoine, and then Monica, Antoine, and Chris.
I think you butchered that, but yeah. I think it was
Da-
Monica, Zach, and Antoine. And then it was just Monica and Antoine. I don't think Danny was involved after a little bit. I think Danny was
Monica
on top
and
first.
Zach. Okay. Yeah, I had to think of the original jingle. It was Monica and Zach,
Yeah.
and Antoine and Monica and Zach. Because it used to be Danny and Zach, and Monica and Danny and Zach,
Yeah.
Zach, Monica. Like, you guys, like, I've listened to this and I was just getting my margarita, going on my happy, lovely way. And I had walked over and I saw Nathan talking. And I think I wanted you to have your moment to talk
I
to
don't know.
him. It's like, yeah, like
I do this all the time. I just walk up to people like, hey, you're that person, right? And
yeah,
they're like, yeah.
yeah.
This was just a little bit more exciting with them because they were like, oh, crap.
Well, like, and so like he was talking to Antoine for a little bit and I was like, you know what? I'm going over there. And so I like just kind of wiggled my way over there. I think they probably thought that I was just coming to stand next to you because you were talking to them. Because I don't
Doubt
think
it.
we ever like said like this is my fiance or anything like that. So they probably thought, who is this weirdo
But
that's
I mean,
coming and standing next to this random
they had to
guy?
have seen that we were talking to each other because I did step back while you were getting your marg. But when we walked up, they were walking towards the table too.
True. But I got to hug Monica and Antoine, I don't know if you guys will ever hear this, but it really
I hope they don't with
it,
everything that was been said in this episode so far.
but I just, I really just appreciated you guys really like taking the time out to talk to us because it's one thing, like you, and I know this is going to sound stupid, but you really connect with people like, oh, at least I do. That I hear over the radio, like I would listen to them every single morning as I was driving to work. This was going to DSS. This was going to Intercept. Like I was excited for the happy hour triple play at 8 a.m. because it was throwback songs. Like it was just, it's fun. And they talk about crazy stuff. And I'm like, what the heck? And I relate to it. Like Chris was talking about how he had beef with his Amazon driver because his Amazon driver says your package has been delivered and sends him a picture of a stack of packages. He's like, is it the top package? Is it the bottom one? Is it the one on the left? Is it the one in the middle? Am I going to have to Tetris through this? And then I'm going to look crazy because I'm searching through people's mail. And I'm like, that's how I would be if I had a mailroom. I would do the exact same thing. And so, like, you build like, it sounds so freaking stupid because I don't know these people personally.
Well, I mean, we do now, kind of.
Well, I've never before today met them in person. And it's just like you build like a relationship when you like listen to them every single day. And it was just nice to like get to say like I've watched you guys since I was little.
Well, it's like my good friend Rob Paulson said.
Oh dear God.
He
Well, then
actually
I'm
did.
just like besties with Monica and Antoine because, like, oh my gosh. Okay, honestly though, I can't say besties because you talked with Rob twice. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay, one, it wasn't talking, it was coaching.
The one time, yes.
And two, he followed me on Instagram. So it isn't, I'm not saying we're best friends, guys. That's just me messing with Caitlin because she
That's
thinks
my
it's
best
funny.
friend. She a real bad bitch. I'm okay.
But
Sit on it.
he actually was a cool guy to talk to. And it was that way. He said that when you start to meet people who are involved in voiceover work, and that's exactly what Monica and Antoine do, 95% of them are really nice. And it is cool. I would actually say, like, of all the experiences that we've had at cons, the most fun people to talk to have been the comic book writers and the voiceover actors. I will 100% put that down, because when you meet someone like Amy Jo Johnson, she was a sweetheart. I didn't get to talk to her hardly at all.
Right.
Rob Paulson kind of made time to talk to us because, like, we were, I was scheduled for the coaching and all of that.
Well, not even that, but I mean, he stayed till after.
Yeah, he was there late
Like,
just to talk to his fans.
yeah, like, we were all in line, and Comic-Con ended at, what was it, 6? And we had been in line since, like, 5:25, I think, or something like
Yeah,
that.
we got in line really
And, like, con ended at
late.
6, and I don't think we got out of there
6:15, 6.
till, like, 6:15, 6:30. Because and he took the time, like, with Nathan and made the video with him. He didn't have to do that.
Oh,
He could have just signed something and said, "All right, thanks. Thanks for being a fan. Bye." But, like,
and
he
that's not what Amy Jo Johnson did either. She actually
No,
did
no,
talk
no.
to us, but it was just she had, like, this huge line.
She had so many people, and, like, especially
Rob Paulson
for
did too. So I will say, like,
Yeah. But I
to
mean,
that effect, like, him and her both did take their time with their fans, but, like, we were there at the end for Rob Paulson. We got there early for Amy Jo.
yeah. Well, that's because you were like, "Yo, like, I'm getting my
Yeah.
pictures." And also, like, I feel like it didn't
We also
take
did the photo shoot. That's probably another part of the reason.
Well, that 100%. I mean, you told me that you had a good little talk with Amy Jo, because remember, I wasn't there. I was
Yeah, you
at
were watching
the
TV doing it.
competition.
Competition.
I was at the competition,
Yeah.
and you were like, "I got the pictures. Like, this was awesome. She was really nice." Like,
Very sweet. Very sweet.
yeah,
Like I said, it just because, like, I couldn't pay for the video, right? So it was like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna get out of everybody else's way. Everybody wants to talk to Kimberly. But
yeah,
with Rob Paulson, I wanted to pay for that, and he was taking. I guess because it was the end of the day, because, like, people were moving through his line earlier in the day. There at the
mhm.
end of the day, he was going, like, into it, and I feel bad because I still haven't read his book. I've been doing so much trying to read more philosophy, and then I had that whole, like, 2 weeks where I didn't read at all because I was just tired. Um, but I've got to read his book. I was bragging about having the book, and I didn't even get to read it yet. But yeah, I mean, it is great. These people, they're fantastic. I mean, Monica and Antoine. If you ever hear this, I'm sorry that you had to get to this point
It's to hear it.
but you guys were fantastic.
Yeah.
And um,
Truly, I would love to be like a radio personality or something like that. I just wouldn't do good with time. Like, that's why, like, I like when we, doing the podcast, because I don't really have a time limit.
well, so this is kind of
And it's us just
loosely
shooting the shit.
this is us loosely doing an imitation of them, right? Because they have these guidelines. They actually have writers and stuff too. I'm sure. I don't know. I'm not saying that they don't do a lot of the work,
I
but,
mean,
like, they have a whole team behind them. It's just us.
right. Well, like,
If we
they do,
had
like,
support, we might be able to do the same stuff that they do.
but see, but
Not that
then,
we're going to be as good as them, but, like, we might actually be able to attempt it.
but then also, I wouldn't want it that way, because I will say, like, they have like segments where they like have like free to talk, but like, I don't want to be cut to, you know, say talking about something for 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
We're
I
eventually
don't
going to have to get to that.
what if we don't want to. We can do whatever we want.
Then maybe we should record, like, 3 or 4 times a week then, because there is a lot of stuff that we're not going to get to, because, like, I've been, as you know, looking into a lot of stuff, and I'd like to add more structure just so that we can keep people entertained, because, like, right now we're just talking to each other.
Yes. We'll probably cut this out.
No, we won't. I mean, some of the banter is what people have told me that they like, the 3 people that have talked to us. We are
Guys,
appreciative of everyone who has listened. Please comment though. We want to know what you guys think.
We
Even
want to
if
know
it's-
what you guys want us to talk about. Like, truly, him and I do have very, like, when you hear us talk sometimes, you can see how similar we are, but you can also see how different we are. We really have differing opinions, guys. Like, truly.
Yeah, we've been agreeing on everything because of the way that things work
Because
out. The
we
ideas that
have
we've
had,
got.
we've come up with these ideas together.
And like
So if you want us to debate
pineapple on pizza.
something, fuck no.
It is absolutely fantastic.
No. Okay. We're really going to get into this because you've done release the beast now. Excuse me. First off, pineapple is disgusting.
You're a terrible person.
That shit is absolutely horrible. I hate pineapple. I love the smell of pineapple. I hate
Such a
pineapple.
weird thing to say.
What?
I love the smell of pineapple, but I hate the taste of it.
It's the same thing with coconut. I guess so.
Coconut chicken from Supreme Hibachi and Buffet. Made people fight people for that stuff.
Yeah, because you went and bought 2 pounds. We're not.
It wasn't quite 2 pounds.
We're not talking about coconut chicken. We're talking about pineapple on pizza.
Why am I saying coconut pineapple on pizza? Oh, now I'm about to sneeze.
Bless
Hold
you.
on. Chill.
At least you could sneeze.
Yeah, it was refreshing.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Middle finger. But
Start doing that now, middle finger. That's our catchphrase. It's going on a sticker.
middle
finger.
finger. Well, because I'm
The
saying,
words, not even a picture of a middle finger. It's fantastic.
but it's
We
disgusting.
can never do video. Sorry, go ahead.
We could. But it's disgusting. Pineapple is disgusting. And that is an unpopular opinion. I'm aware. I hate pineapple. I think it is absolutely, positively,
So controversial.
it's disgusting. I don't, it's just, it really is. It's fun to cut because I worked at 2 frozen yogurt shops. And, well, the one, I don't remember, I don't think they even had pineapple because pineapple's like really hard to like keep fresh and crisp because it gets real mushy. But at the one, cut off the top
Dang.
and then I'd sit, what?
I just almost knocked my mic off. Sorry.
I'd cut off the top and then I'd set it. And if it wasn't like completely flat, then I would cut off the bottom and then I'd lay it on a cutting board. You take the thing and you go.
They can't see what you're doing with your hands, so it does not.
Okay. Well,
I feel sorry for our dog.
so
I will say though,
most adult people know what a pineapple cutter looks like.
I can guarantee you that the people who have listened to this podcast, maybe what is it, 33 views that we've had, 2 of those people might know what a pineapple cutter looks like.
So it's a tube. Okay, there's a tube in the middle. Oh, so there's a tube. Okay. So
How
starting.
about we just say this?
No, I want to explain
Oh
this.
my god.
Okay, so at the bottom of a pineapple cutter, it has little teethies, little spiky things. And you have a round part, and then you have like a smaller round part that's in the middle. So the big round part, that goes like through the pineapple to cut it. And then the small round part goes around I almost said the husk, but around the core so that you don't get the core. Boom.
Yeah. Okay.
And that is and it has a handle at the top. That's a really shitty description.
Well, I said not to describe it, but it's
But
cool.
hey, you know what? Now people know what.
Now people know
Because I
what
can
it
see,
doesn't
I
look
can
like.
see it in my head.
Well, of course you can see it in your head.
Imagination.
Half the time when she talks, all I hear is ladle, 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 ladle.
Guys, he's so mean to me, but I'm hilarious. I mean,
I wouldn't be laughing if you weren't hilarious.
yeah, I know.
I just remember
Fucking hell.
at you, not with you.
As most people are, it's
Ugh.
fine. My best friend laughs with me.
I mean, maybe.
Sometimes she laughs at me, but most of the time she laughs with me.
It's all right. I laugh at everybody, so that just means I love you.
Yeah.
But no, I will say though, I don't like pineapple in cold things. My mom used to put it in her. I mean, this to me it sounds so weird. I didn't mind it at first, but like because the pineapple gets cold, it feels weird. I guess I can eat cold pineapple,
What
but
do you
pineapple in like a cheese ball or pineapple in ice cream or yogurt? Nope, I'm done. I'm gone. I'm
So
out.
okay, hold on. Wait, skirt. So you can eat pineapple in a cheese ball.
No, I can't. I can't because
Oh.
it's cold. Yeah,
Oh, okay. So what is it that your mom made?
pineapple in a cheese ball. Sorry, that was not clear on my part.
Because you said my mom made something with pineapple, and I can't eat pineapples when they're cold. And I'm like,
Well, no, I can't eat them when they're cold. I just can't eat them in something cold. I don't mind eating like a fruit cup of pineapple cold. I just can't do that anymore because they
give
mess
you
up my stomach.
fever blisters.
Well, they give me cold sores too. Yeah,
Cold sores, that's what I meant, not fever blisters.
not cold sores, ulcers. But yeah,
I thought it was fever blisters.
no, I don't know where the fever blisters come from. Besides, herpes. I'm a man hooker.
Okay.
Ugh. Oh my
But
gosh,
no. Pineapple on pizza, no.
pineapple on pizza, yes.
But
Pineapple on tacos, holy Jesus! Especially if there's chorizo. Oh,
I don't like
I would
again
do a
and
line of
again
pineapple chorizo tacos.
and again. This is unpopular opinion. I can't do sweet and spicy or sweet and shit. I
I hope
cannot
you wouldn't eat
do.
sweet and shit.
Shut up.
I don't want shit even if it is covered in high fructose
Shut
corn
up.
syrup.
I can't do like sweet and salty, sweet and spicy. Like I can't do that. Like the chocolate covered bacon. This shit's disgusting. Candied bacon, disgusting.
Okay, I love candied bacon, and I thought that I liked chocolate covered bacon because I do like some stuffed chocolate and bacon. But we had something from somewhere, and it was bacon flavored. It wasn't even real bacon. It might have been at the Strawberry Festival last year.
We did?
Well, you didn't, but I got it, and it was like it was either like the faking bits or it was something, and it was
the
bacon flavored.
It was the vegan bacon bits that were on the chocolate covered strawberry.
Yes, that was gross. It was absolutely terrible. I love faking bits. You would think like I eat chocolate on freaking turkey sandwiches, and you know this. But that was gross. It was not good. I think it made them too soggy because they're not made of real meat.
Well, what
So-
doesn't make sense is that you will put chocolate bars on our Scooby Doo sandwiches.
Yes,
I don't get it. That's so disgusting. Why?
it's fantastic. It's
No,
just
it's
like
not.
it's just like cayenne pepper and orange chocolate bars. Delicious.
I guess I've never had that.
Yeah, they called them Aztec Gold at the place that used to be in Blacksburg. It was the first place that I ever tried it. And it actually is what got me obsessed with chocolate. Well, no, I was just a weird kid. But it was what got me obsessed. I was going to say chocolate on sandwiches, but it is what got me obsessed on chocolate with spice. It's why I love habanero bonbons.
So, how did you get hooked on chocolate on sandwiches?
I just used to make weird sandwiches when I was little because it was something to do, you know?
And your mom let you put your mom.
They didn't let me do shit. I just did whatever I wanted to do.
See, that's the thing. My mother would have been like, "What the hell?"
Well, I mean, she probably did comment on it at some point, but it was already done. Was she going to throw it away?
Well,
We weren't exactly wealthy enough to throw away a half a pound of, well, I mean, I didn't eat a half pound.
it's
I could
like
do that now, but like,
a couple
we
slices
weren't
of
wealthy enough to throw away a sandwich. Like, it was kind of like, yeah, you better eat that shit if you made it.
I mean, I guess I don't know. Like, I guess I just never made like weird concoctions because I didn't like anything as a kid.
I swear. There was one time, it was me and Tiffany. I think Megan was really, really young at this point though, so she may have been with Stephanie that night. But we made nachos, and we told Nana we wanted nachos, and she was like, "We already went to the store. We don't have the stuff to make nachos." So we took like a bag of beef jerky that they had bought us, a can of Cheese Whiz, crackers, I think, And there was something else. So anyway, we threw that together and it was absolutely delicious.
Sorry, y'all. I got distracted. The people at the apartment complex, like across from us, he has his flashlight and is like searching on their balcony.
We're looking for a lost cigarette or something. Don't worry about it.
No, it's
We're
like
recording a podcast. It's extremely rude to our listeners.
ADHD. Hi.
We'll close the damn window then.
No, I'm not getting up.
Well, I'm not getting up either, but next time we're closing the windows.
No, because I need that stimulation. But I mean, I never made weird stuff as a kid because I guess I never wanted weird stuff. Like things that made sense in my head.
I think to me it geared back to Scooby-Doo, all those weird ass things that they would always eat. Even in the cartoon, it all looked weird to me, and I just love things like
Well, like the sandwiches looked delicious. I wanted to eat the sandwiches. Same with like Krabby Patties. But like the Krabby Patties with jellyfish jelly, no. Even as a kid, I was like, that would be gross.
There's not really much that I wouldn't eat as a kid, actually, because like mom called
There's
me
a
a
lot
wimp
that
for
I
not
wouldn't
eating a
eat.
mealworm, and I just threw it in my mouth. I got offered $1 to eat a mealworm because I said I had eaten them freeze dried. They used to sell them at Spencer's, so I ate it freeze dried because it was like cheddar flavored. They actually weren't that bad. The crickets were gross. No, the mealworms were gross. The mealworms were gross. The crickets were good, but so I ate those. So mom was like, Nathan, stop, because we were fishing with Gary's family, and Gary's nephew goes,
You ate the some bitch out of the dart?
no, you buy them. They're in like the sawdust. You go buy them at like the bait shop.
So you ate a mealworm covered in sawdust?
It wasn't.
You could have
don't think it was-
swallowed. You could have
It
swallowed.
wasn't covered in sawdust because we took it out of the thing and it was all knocked off. Because they said that Gary's nephew was like, you won't eat it. And at this point, like, I had already done it, right? I ate it freeze dried. Why would I not? But I was like, I'm not gonna do that for $1. That's not like if he offered, I'm trying to get him to 10, right? And then mom was like, you're just a wimp. You won't do it. So I did it. Toxic masculinity.
I mean, I never.
It's not near as bad as the maggot story, though.
I don't want to hear about the maggot story.
Well, you're going to. There was like this magician guy, and he was doing magic tricks with maggots, and we were talking, and he was like, "You want to eat one?" And like everybody was gathered around, and they were like, he was like, "You won't do it." But toxic masculinity.
That
I
is
let that shit rule my life for too long.
disgusting.
It wasn't that bad. They don't really have a flavor. The smaller ones,
No.
the fact that I know,
No, you're
the
done.
fact that I know the difference in the size.
Because that is disgusting. Because I can imagine. I can.
Yeah.
We're done. Moving on. No. No.
So
No.
chocolate on a sandwich isn't that bad.
Chocolate on a sandwich is still like no.
It's not near as bad as eating a maggot or
Say, do not compare.
they do compare quite
They do
quite well. Quite
not.
well.
One is chocolate and one is a
Maggots just
bug.
taste like almonds.
One is chocolate and one is a bug.
I've eaten chocolate covered ant. Yeah, chocolate covered ants.
Ew.
That was at a science museum when I was a kid.
Ew.
They were prepared like,
Ew.
yeah,
We're done.
it was
I
great.
can't. I can't. Y'all, I have tried for 5 years with this, almost 5 years.
She doesn't even know how
Technically,
long
our
it's been together.
our 5 year dating anniversary was last month, so middle finger. But
Middle finger.
I have been trying to understand this man, and this is the one thing within the past almost 2 years that we've been living together is the chocolate on the damn sandwich, which we may do sandwiches tomorrow night for dinner because now that we're talking about it, that's kind of what I want. But anyways,
I don't always do it. I'm probably not going to do it tomorrow night because
no, it is if and only if he has. Well, we have chocolate sauce available.
yeah, I haven't done it
But
the last couple times though. I mean,
yeah, because it's disgusting. It's the same
no,
thing
it's
like
disgusting.
putting
I think it's
mayonnaise on a hot
absolutely
dog.
delicious. Huh?
Mayonnaise on a hot dog.
There's nothing wrong with mayonnaise on a hot dog. It's a sandwich. Mayonnaise goes on sandwiches. And you don't just do mayonnaise. I mean, I could. I love mayonnaise. I'm that one. Like,
there have been times where you've wanted me to order you a hot dog from Sheetz, and you said just
no, it's
mayonnaise.
always from Sheets. It's always mayonnaise, mustard, and ketchup, unless it's bacon. If it's got bacon on it, then you can get away with just mayonnaise.
Ew. I don't I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. Y'all, I really can't. I
I just told you I ate
apologize.
maggots, and you're complaining about mayonnaise on a sandwich.
I will. Food is a thing with me. I think I never had like ARFID or anything like that, but like I wouldn't eat a lot of shit. There was a time where my mom asked my pediatrician, "Is it okay if she only eats chicken nuggets?"
No.
Cuz I no, he was like, as long as she's getting like the protein and it's not like, always McDonald's or shit like that. He's like, it's fine. Because like my grandpa would get me Burger King, and that's, what I would have for dinner when he would pick me up from daycare and stuff like that. But like I didn't eat anything else. Like I didn't have grilled cheeses until I was in the 6th grade because I didn't like them. I don't know what it was. I just did not like grilled cheese. I couldn't until I went to Crossblock. Miss Bonnie made us grilled cheeses, and we
What's
had to eat snack.
I like grilled cheeses, but I
I like
prefer them
grilled
when they're
cheeses.
like down and dirty. Like you fry them up with all the greasiness and like the way that you make them actually is perfect.
I don't. I make them with butter.
But it's still frying them though. You fry them. You don't other than bake them. They did that in the preschool that I wouldn't know.
Oh yeah.
Head
Well,
Start.
that's how you make like a bunch at once.
Yeah, I don't want to make a bunch of ones. Make me one
No.
good one.
Oh yeah, that's why I put it in a pan.
Fat man breath. That's what that was. I like sighed a little bit.
But like I never liked grilled cheeses, and like it really took me, and I'm still iffy with it for mac and cheese. I'm not
I don't eat
I'm
mac
not
and
the
cheese unless it's
biggest
on there.
fan of mac and cheese. It can't be too cheesy, but it has to. So it can't be like so like
I don't want to.
KFC's mac and cheese. I don't like that mac and cheese, but I love our mac and cheese.
The mac and cheese that you make is absolutely delicious.
I know, 'cause I
The
make
mac
it.
and cheese that comes out of a crock pot. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. It
My crock
depends.
pot mac and mine and my mom's, that's just banging. And again, I can't have it like and I think a lot of people add egg, and I think it stems back to my egg thing. Yeah, people add egg to mac and cheese to thicken it up.
I don't. I honestly like. I can handle a lot, but eggs and mac and cheese seems weird. But that's my
It
like
helps it like set up.
germophobia or whatever.
But see, like, and I
Food
think
germ.
that's why, and the same thing, like how you said your ex put cottage cheese in her mac and
That
cheese.
shit was
Like,
delicious though. It's not as good as yours. I am gonna say like your mac and cheese is better. That one you did, but hers up until that point was the best mac and cheese I had ever had because most people just throw cheese into a pot and then throw some noodles in it, and I don't like that.
but okay. Okay.
I love
Uh,
cheese, but that's not how I want my mac and cheese to be.
right. But okay.
I want it to have flavor.
Did it still have that curdy
No, it
consistency?
melts. Everything melts together. So it literally just added like an extra creamy flavor to it. It made the cheese less harsh, I think. I don't even remember. It's been so long since I had it. Because you
Huh.
mixed in a bunch of stuff. The cottage cheese was like one of like 4 different ingredients that went into like the cheese.
Odd. Okay.
It was really
Interesting.
good.
Interesting. I don't like I don't like a lot of things. I don't.
She's doing better. Since we've gotten together, we've eaten a lot.
Yes. And
We tried homemade butter. Well, not homemade. We got it out of a packet, but butter chicken the other night. She ate that and she ate it up.
it was good. But, Nathan really got me out of my comfort zone, but the person that started that shit was Tip. Like, truly.
Tip can do
Like,
no wrong.
Tip can't do wrong. That's my fucking best
Neither can
friend. The
Bucky.
fuck are you talking about? But she's like, you have you have continued to push me, but like the person that started to push me, because if she hadn't, like, I would still be eating chicken nuggets, like, for all my meals. Like, I don't think I would have even wanted to try Indian food, would have wanted to get Mediterranean food, like Peruvian food, like all of these cuisines that I have grown to love. I would have never tried it if she was like, "Caitlin, we're going to fucking Zoe's Kitchen. You're gonna try it, and I know you're gonna like it."
That just made me think we need to go back to Aji Fusion.
Yeah, and Taza.
Well, Taza too, but they don't have a butter chicken, so we have to figure out what you're going to eat.
Yeah,
Because you didn't really
okay.
like
The
the chicken
chili chicken
masala.
was delicious, but it was just way too spicy.
Do you give her a chili chicken when that's a 2?
Well, like, it was delicious. Like I ate all of it, but my mouth was on fire.
Yours was really hot. Like, I liked
It
the
was
warmth.
so
I
good
couldn't handle
though.
that.
It was
I couldn't handle that heat
delicious.
that they put in that. Um, it's the mayonnaise in my blood is what it is.
Yeah. He can't eat hot stuff, and then I'm over here. Like, we literally got the same dish. Literally. Chicken. He got drunken noodles. I got drunken rice. I'm over here eating mine like, this is hot. Like, I'm drinking my drink. Like, I'm having like a little extra because my mouth is on fire. He's over here. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's so hot. Getting the freaking sweats over here,
I'm
guys.
pretty sure my nose was running.
It was. It's so spicy. And I'm over here. I'm like, dude, turn it down like 3
Well,
notches. Like,
no,
I get
'cause
it's spicy, but like,
here's the thing. We can eat the exact same meal on another level, like with habaneros. I can eat a habanero sauce and I'm like, oh yeah, it's a little spicy. And she's over here freaking out about to fall on the floor. But if it comes down
we're done it.
I can't remember what it was that I got, but I was eating it and you were like, oh my God, it's so spicy. I was like, are you joking? I barely even feel this. But then like I eat something and I'm laying in the floor, saliva drooling, like drool, of course.
And
Never
I'm
mind.
like, ooh, it's a little crumbly. Ooh.
Yeah, like the freaking Tony Satcher. She made a it was a Cajun Alfredo pasta and it was absolutely fantastic. But it literally set me on fire. And she's over here like, it's really good.
I think it needs a little bit more Tony's.
No. I have learned that if it's gonna be spicy, I have to pick the spicy.
Yeah. So like, people who, try their food, I never try my food. I always have Nathan try my food. Cause I don't know what it is, but like if I try my food not completed, it freaks me out.
Nah,
I don't get it.
I'll try anything that she cooks.
But see, I always have to make sure that it's good for you. Make sure I don't make it too spicy.
I love spicy. I will suffer through. It's just I
You
have
did
to
that night.
normally I will suffer through, but I end up having to bring half of it home because like there's only so much I can take, or I get sick. Because if you remember the drunken noodle, I woke up at like 2 a.m. and I like gross. Let's continue the grossness. I almost shit in the floor at Tip's house. I don't think Tip knows this,
Does it?
but I really did. Like I had to run to the bathroom.
It got it just across the hall. He literally woke up in the night. He was like, oh God, I gotta shit. And got up so quick. And see, we have to, when we stay with my best friend, we stay on an air mattress. It's he's like trying to get up out the air mattress while also trying not to shit himself. It was I don't remember much of it because I was legit asleep. But you got up like a couple times that night.
And yeah, it was nasty. It was bad. Like the pain. I'm not even talking like I'm not being vulgar and talking about what happened in the toilet. The pain was nasty. That my stomach hates me. I can't eat pizza anymore unless it has a ranch dressing or an olive oil base. I cannot have tomato sauce. I ruined a rug at her parents' house. Your dad's not going to listen to this, but in case he does, sorry, Roger. But yeah. So it's so gross. Why would we talk about that?
It's a little It's the same. It's just
Okay,
funny.
are at 64 minutes, so we are
Shit.
gonna go ahead and end the episode here.
Call it a night, guys.
We apologize to everyone for what you just listened to. This is gonna be an explicit episode. Mom, if you listened to this at work and made it all the way through, that's your fault. We made a whole point to say that my favorite word was fuck, fuckity, fuck, fuck. So that's on you. We are marking this explicit for that reason, though. Please don't listen to this at work. It's too late at this point if you started. Yeah. So, may the 4th be with you. Peace and love, and be good to each other.
Sorry, y'all. I was sending a message. One of my friends had contacted me that
She has friends.
Huh?
She has friends.
I do have friends. I'm very happy about it. But that, end of school things are winding down. And so last end of year things that are happening that I'm attending. But anyways, guys, we hope you guys had a great May the 4th weekend. We really hope that everyone was able to recharge and reset and take on this week. Get drunk tomorrow, Cinco de Mayo. Whoa.
Don't get drunk
After
tomorrow.
you
It's
get
a
off
work
work.
day. We're gonna
After you get off work, go to
at
happy
home,
hour.
safe. Don't drive drunk.
No, God, no. Go to the Mexican restaurant. Girls, go to the Mexican restaurant with your girls and have your husbands pick you up. And you be like, what? Yeah, that's how it goes. That's how we.
No, the guys deserve to drink too. Everybody drink safe.
Yes,
Don't
drink
do anything
safe,
stupid.
party
Don't smoke
good.
at weird places.
Don't what?
Don't smoke at weird places.
Yeah, don't take
Don't do
things
drugs.
from strangers.
Drugs are bad. Okay.
Drugs are bad. Drugs are bad, but
Drugs are bad.
we hope you
Everybody
guys had
drugs.
a good weekend. We hope you guys have a good week. We're going to go ahead and just pop off here since obviously we've just lost our minds. We love you guys, and we'll talk to y'all next week. Peace.
Love you guys. We apologize for this mess of an episode.
Bye.
Bye.